GamingBolt presents 15 games that will never be shown at E3 2018, no matter how hard you dream. For all the games that we hope will appear at E3 2018, or all the games that are actually appearing, there are some titles that just won't be there. Never say never and all that according to the Fray, but if these games are seen at this year's E3, we'd be stunned. So let's run down the list of all 15 candidates now. Quantum Break 2. We know that Remedy Entertainment's project codenamed P7 will be showcased at E3 2018. That's a multi-platform project though, so what about the rumors of Quantum Break 2? Is it possible that P7 is actually Quantum Break 2 and we'll see it appear? Well, no. That IP belongs to Microsoft and it's unlikely to ever come to other platforms, let alone be the same multi-platform project that Remedy is currently working on. While a sequel isn't out of the question, it's unlikely we'll be seeing it this year. The Elder Scrolls 6. Bethesda has said it again and again, The Elder Scrolls 6 isn't coming anytime soon. While Fallout 4 and Skyrim director Todd Howard did comment on a future project utilizing the studio's newest animation system, that's still likely several years away. Starfield appears the next best hope for Bethesda game studios, especially for scratching that open world itch, but don't expect Elder Scrolls 6 in any form whatsoever this year. Half-Life 3. Half-Life 3 is an inclusion for the meme's sake, even with Valve getting back into game development as evidenced by hiring Campo Santo and developing Artifact. It's pretty likely that Half-Life 3 will never happen. So keep hoping, if you've got enough hope left. Diablo 4. Given how shunned Diablo players have felt over the past year and Blizzard proclaiming some new information for the franchise in 2018, one would think a sequel to be announced sometime soon. If not a sequel, then at least a large enough expansion or remaster of Diablo 2. Regardless, those kinds of announcements are usually reserved for BlizzCon and not E3. We'd be shocked if there was even a teaser of some kind at this year's LA show. STARCRAFT 3. Similarly, even if StarCraft 3 feels a given at this point, Blizzard seems content with releasing updates and extending StarCraft 2's lifespan as much as possible. However, as with a new Diablo, such a bombshell announcement will be for BlizzCon, and that too in some other year. Now, Warcraft 3 Remastered, well, we could see that happening, but again, not at E3. Left Alive. Last year's Tokyo Game Show featured the seemingly surreal Square Enix survival mech title Left Alive, with Armored Core series director Toshifumi Nabeshima, Metal Gear Solid character designer Yoji Shinkawa, and Xenoblade Chronicles X mech designer Takayuki Yanase working together. It felt like a dream project. However, given the somewhat niche nature of the project, it seems more like something we'd see at this year's Tokyo Game Show. E3 2018 feels like a long shot, but an update from Square Enix wouldn't be the weirdest thing. Shenmue 3. Following its recent delay, would it make much sense for Shenmue 3 to be at E3? THQ Nordic recently showcased footage from EaseNet's former action-adventure at its recent financial presentation, and suffice it to say, it looks, well, rough. A better showing at Gamescom would be expected, but until a more solid release date is locked down, we wouldn't count on an E3 presence this year. Bully 2. 3 words and 1 number. Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar is famously known for focusing and promoting one enormous open-world title at a time. Bully 2 doesn't seem impossible, in fact, it's been rumored for years at this point, but it wouldn't make sense for the developer to divert resources towards it. Besides, even if Bully 2 were in development, original developer Rockstar Vancouver is no longer in business. It was merged with Rockstar Toronto, which last worked on Grand Theft Auto 5 and is likely supporting Red Dead Redemption 2, if not Grand Theft Auto 6. Next, Assassin's Creed. Despite the rumors of Assassin's Creed Dynasty or what have you, Ubisoft follows a pretty consistent formula with its Assassin's Creed titles. It announces and reveals the game a month or two before E3, presents it at the conference, and then slates the title for release in the same year. However, Ubisoft confirmed that there'd be no Assassin's Creed this year. Assassin's Creed Origins could receive some more DLC for this fall, but will more likely get Watch Dogs 3 instead. Next, Armored Core. From Software has confirmed that it is working on a new Armored Core game. However, given its tease for Shadows Die Twice, we'd say that the next Armored Core is more properly announced at Tokyo Game Show 2018 or even Gamescom. Then again, if From Software's parent company, Kadokawa Corporation, decides to host an E3 presentation like it did in 2016, Armored Core wouldn't be the strangest thing to see. It just doesn't seem likely at this stage. Agent. Originally teased in 2007 and eventually confirmed in 2009 for the PS3, Agent has been in the last Guardian camp of development hell, except, well, the latter actually released while Agent continues to remain AWOL. Though we've had the usual trademark renewals and some leaked concept art, once again Rockstar's attention is on Red Dead Redemption 2, leaving Agent by the wayside. BattleCry. Originally meant to be working on the free-to-play hero title, BattleCry Studios would instead be rebranded as Bethesda Game Studios Austin. BattleCry wasn't officially cancelled, mind you, but studio president Rich Vogel did leave in 2017. The developer actually helped with post-release multiplayer content for Doom, so it's not unlikely for it to do the same for the upcoming Rage 2. BattleCry seems done either way though. Dead Island 2. Following the departure of Jaeger from the project, Dead Island 2 has been yet another game left in limbo. Sumo Digital was reportedly working on it, but we've seen nary any details about the same. In fact, the developer has been busy with titles like Crackdown 3 besides developing Snake Pass. With Deep Silver now under THQ Nordic, perhaps Dead Island 2 could have some life. Alas, the publisher apparently isn't attending the conference this year due to the 2018 FIFA World Cup, and even if it did, Dead Island 2 doesn't seem like the highest on its list of priorities. Deep Down. Remember this game? The last major news on the project was in early 2015, and since then, the developer has focused more on Monster Hunter World and other franchises. Deep Down is pretty much missing at this point, and little more than a fancy showcase for next-gen tech. Don't expect it this year, or the next. Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Speaking of don't expect, there's the long-delayed Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Ponder this for a second. Bandai Namco thought it better to revive Soul Calibur and make a brand new sequel for that, as opposed to working on Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Heck, Tekken 7 will be receiving more DLC characters before Tekken Cross Street Fighter releases, much less appearing at E3 2018. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, you can always hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon next to it. That way you will never miss any of our videos.